What's going on, people? Mike C-Town here with a Dead End Hip Hop solo album review, and today I'm talking about the new album from Epic Beardmen entitled This Was Supposed to Be Fun. So Epic Beardmen is a duo consisting of MCs Sage Francis and B Dolan. They had a project that dropped last year called Season 1, which I really enjoyed. It was a varied project that found the two MCs playing with flows quite a bit while sticking to their hard-hitting, socially aware while smart-ass lyrics. This Was Supposed to Be Fun is the follow-up album, and it's a title that, considering their takes on music, the industry, and society, it's totally fitting. You know, this idea that music's supposed to be fun, but you have people like Sage and B Dolan who are pushing their social and political ideas through music, kind of sort of making it serious. It starts with Hours and Minutes, a beat that's pretty typical of the type of backdrops they use on their songs, and it seems like both MCs are having a lot of fun with the rhymes here. B Dolan starts off the verse with some clever and witty lines, ones like fuck Clear Channel to the box office all declines, or they redefine Satan, now they call it Live Nation, which kind of draws back to an older song off their last project, DIY MFs. I also liked this line from Sage. I'm washing away the piss from your downtown, thinking out loud with a lisp, old man shaking his fist at a SoundCloud. Being an old man, I've heard the phrase, old man shaking his fist at the clouds many times, as I'm sure Sage has as well, so the twist here that he added was really cool. Pistol Dave was the next song that jumped out at me. It's a fun storytelling track about Pistol Dave, who seems to be their version of Bad Leroy Brown. If you don't know who that is, look it up. Kind of a scumbaggy type of fuck up that seems to pull everybody else down when he gets in trouble. Sage kind of lays out the type of guy that Dave is with the bars. Always like, hey, I knew your pops growing up. Looks like the fart doesn't fall far from the butt. Tell your moms I said what's up. Ask your nana how lesbians make love. Hey, when can we take drugs? And from B Dolan's verse, I kind of got the idea that Dave might be their bus driver on tour maybe. I get that from these lines. I asked him if he'd like to smoke. He said I'd like to get wet. I said I'd like to get home. He said I'd like to get head. Commenced to using the CB to move his HPV. My views of human decency would cease to be the same. And Slug comes in at the end of the song, speaking as Pistol Dave, which for some bizarre reason it kind of fits. Commando, but the pants still sagging, dabbing in the bathroom with the mother of dragons. She put the bus in reverse, she mixed the dust with the herb, and then we fucked on the couch. Trench coat feeling like Judd Nelson. Yo, Dave, what the fuck are they yelling? Blue Raspberry also lays down a great feature with the hook. Her voice is beautiful here, and with the beat, it almost sounds like something from like a television show theme song. It's weird, but it's really dope. The beat here is dope. It's got this piano sample, and it goes really well with the topic of the song. Shin Splints is a really dope listen. It's a song about Sage and B Dolan trying to make an early flight to Europe, and they're running through the airport to the gate. But it's not really the content of the song that makes the song an entertaining listen. It's how the beat moves up and down and all over the place, but the MCs effortlessly keep up with it. Like, you really have to hear this song to understand what I'm talking about, but it's great. You Can't Tell Me Shit is a hilarious track. It's a playful song that's basically Sage Francis throwing out a bunch of lines with "You can't tell me shit" at the end. Some odd, weird bragging lines like "I got an NPR tote bag, so you can't tell me shit," but mostly just random one-liners that you might hear people say. Your Twitter avatar is an egg, so you can't tell me shit. I put my life savings in Bitcoin, so you can't tell me shit. I don't even like the old Kanye, which is one of my favorite lines, so you can't tell me shit. Threading is the auto-tune of eyebrows, so you can't tell me shit. Hedges is another really interesting song about two neighbors coming from distinct political backgrounds, two very different political backgrounds. B Dolan plays the paranoid leftist who thinks his neighbor, played by Sage, is keeping people in the basement, all based off of his weird political leanings. The reason he thinks this is played out in the first verse, and it's actually pretty funny, but he starts off with, "I ain't right, but I ain't left. Strange thing he said to me on the day we first met." So it kind of goes off from there. Man Overboard was really dope. The beat was something very different from what was used on the rest of the album, and what they did over this beat was also very different from the rest of the album. I really liked the flows that they used over this track. It added a nice contrast to the rest of the songs. Now, I kind of wish they'd done more songs that were like this. The only song that I didn't really care for was The Chill Is Gone, and that's mainly because I didn't really like the beat. The kind of rap rock thing sounds really dated to me, and it didn't complement their raps at all, in my opinion. It's kind of a Beastie Boys reminiscent beat, and it kind of reminded me of that song Berserk that M did off of the Marshall Mathers 2 album. I'm just not really into the resurrection of that sound. But that was really the only song that didn't do it for me, because overall I think these guys hit the mark. It's a bit different from their last project, so it's good that they're not interested in repeating themselves. Their projects have an old school feel to them, but it's cool that they're finding various ways to operate under that umbrella. You know, I can't say that an album like this would be for everyone, but it's definitely something that I would suggest to just about anyone. Mainly because it's a fun project that plays with the idea of delivering really important messages with a sound that makes you bob your head in the happiest way possible. Messages we would typically find over an overly aggressive beat, or one that would make the listener feel like they're being preached to or beat down. But Sage and B. Dolan find a really cool way of making learning and lamenting kind of fun. I already spoke about Slug, but I think all of the features showed up to rap. I don't know Voca Redo, forgive me if I'm mispronouncing your name. I don't know him at all, and his part on Take a Break was okay. He laid down this kind of Marley Marl kind of energy. It didn't stick with me, but I felt like it worked. But I thought Eli, of course, did his thing on Crumbs in Every Bag. And Eugen Blackrock added a nice gruff verse to the closing track, Foresight. The production overall is great, but I feel like it's pretty standard when it comes to indie rap. So the beats aren't what really makes this album interesting for me. It's the combination of the MCs with this type of upbeat production that completes the album. And it's such an interesting change from the solo output that both of these guys do, because their work can be a bit dark and a bit more serious, but far more intense. However, as a duo, they concentrate on more of their smart-ass, cynical, but humorous sides, and I think it really works. So that's it for this review. If you've not heard this album, make sure you check it out. The link is in the description section down there. If you have heard it, make sure you let me know what you thought of it in the comment section down there. And as usual, thank you for living, thank you for loving, thank you for being you, and I'll see you guys next time. All right, peace out, boy.